National Treasury Director General says the rapid weakening of the rand can largely be attributed to the instability in the mining sector. And Ekurhuleni Metro Police say COSATU's drive slow protest against e-tolls should not disrupt traffic, as only 120 cars are allowed to participate. With your news update, I am Busima Kutulela. National Treasury Director General Lungisa Fuzile says the rapid weakening of the rand can largely be attributed to the instability in the mining sector. The currency is currently trading at 10 rand 4 cents against the US dollar. Fuzile says the fall had been too fast and that volatility was disruptive to economic decision-making. He says the rand will stop depreciating and retrace as it happened in 2001 and 2008. Fuzile says President Jacob Zuma's address yesterday was aimed at calming the markets.
People who are supposed to be doing business with South Africa, making investments, buying our bonds, do tend to either hold back or sometimes take precautionary decisions. It is for that reason, therefore, that the President tried to speak to the nation, in particular people involved in the mining sector, which is the area where we think that the high concentration of negativity at this point in time is concentrated.
Ekurhuleni Metro Police say COSATU's drive slow protest against e-tolls should not disrupt traffic, as only 120 cars are allowed to participate. Yesterday, the South Gauteng High Court granted the Federation permission to protest on the N3, N12 and R24 freeways with the conditions that motorists adhere to road rules. The Labour Federation launched an urgent court application after the Ekurhuleni municipality and the SA Police Service denied its request to protest last week. Ekurhuleni Metro's Wilfred Khasago says police officers will escort the convoy.
As per the court order conditions, the maximum number of vehicles allowed will be 120, and there will be just sedans, and they'll occupy only the far left lane, that is the slow lane. And the EMPD shall be out there in numbers to make certain that there's a free flow of traffic, and of course the participants in this drive slow are in a safe and smooth passage, and will prioritize obviously that there are no undue inconvenience to other road users.
Police are maintaining a strong presence at Boysons Park in Port Elizabeth as relative calm returns to the area after 3 days of rioting. Police reinforcements have been brought in to patrol the area after a number of shops were looted and set alight. 21 people are expected to appear in court today to face charges of possession of stolen property and public violence. SABC reporter Zolani Moya is at Boysons Park.
The taxis are operating as usual. They are taking people to work, and other taxis are taking the learners to various schools. All I can say is that the police are on high alert should anything happen, and the leaders here are willing to cooperate with the police. At the moment, I do not see any buses or running.
And finally, Minister for Women, Children and People with Disabilities, Lulu Qingwana, has urged communities to fight satanic rituals, murder and rape of young children. Qingwana was engaging communities during a child-killing indaba in Taung in the northwest. Qingwana says government, traditional leaders and communities must form strong partnerships to curb the scourge of rapes and murders of children, women and the elderly.
We are calling on all the community, our church leaders, parents, traditional leaders must stand firm and fight to end abuse and violence against children in South Africa. And also, we must join the campaign against drugs and alcohol or substance abuse in our country, because that is another contributory factor to the abuse and violence that we are seeing.